It's a busy week at the state capitol. Joining us to talk all about it is Dan Haar, the senior editor and columnist at Hearst Connecticut Media. Dan, thanks for being with us. One of the big things this week is a deal that would expand the PURA board that fell through. So this has been an ongoing controversy. Can you explain to the everyday person at home what this means going forward?
Yes, for the everyday person, the PURA board, which regulates utilities, especially notably electric utilities, has been 3 members for some years. The law says it expands to 5. It's not must, it's not may, it is shall. The governor shall expand it to 5 members. And this hasn't happened now for a couple of years since the law passed, for at least a year. And so the governor had a deal in place in which a sitting senator, Senator Fonfara from Hartford, was to fill one of those 5 seats. Unfortunately, under state law, a sitting member of the legislature cannot be appointed to a state position. The workaround was, okay, we'll make PURA a quasi-public authority rather than a part of the state, a state agency. This gets a little dense because the problem is 2. 1, a lot of people didn't want Senator John Fonfara to be at PURA, and 2, it's awfully hard to create on deadline when you have a lot of other things to do in the legislature to create a non-government entity, a quasi-public. There's a lot of legality. The CBAC, the union, has to get involved, and so on and so forth. There are 100 people that work there. So it fell through, and now everybody's mad at each other. And what it means for the average person is somehow, some way, we're going to get a structure in place to deal with these high electric rates. And that's what folks at home need to know.
Okay. Also, things happening at UConn Health. They want to expand. You wrote about a new chairman of the board. Can you tell us about him and what he hopes to accomplish?
Yes, the governor appointed a fellow by the name of John Driscoll, who's a veteran of the healthcare industry. He ran a company called CareCentrix. He was an executive at Walgreens. He has had a lot of experience on the business side of healthcare. He is now the chairman of the board of UConn Health, which includes John Dempsey Hospital, which gets about $70 million a year from us, we the people, as a subsidy. He's tired of that subsidy. He wants this hospital to make money. Not make money a profit, but to be a break-even hospital. And to do that, a couple of things can happen. 1, you go to the insurance companies and you say, pay us what we're worth. And they're not getting what they're worth in their opinion. Another, you join with another hospital in Connecticut as a partnership and maybe buy another hospital in Connecticut. There are 5 independent hospitals left.
Okay. Dan writes about politics for CT Insider. You can find his columns and get informed at ctinsider.com. As always, thanks, Dan. And fresh new at 4:30, we have some fresh data.